back to the 2026 season. This is week number 8. We've got a lot to unpack, so here we go. Donnie Stock's going to be starting us off today with the 18-inch deadlift. Set a very impressive PR today at 115 with a tremendous amount of ease. Big lift for Donnie. All right. That's all we had from him. We're going to move on to Noah Zabreski. Noah making his 8-lift debut. This is his debut season. And he put up a big deadlift here at 165. Here he goes. Fighting that lockout and gets it. All right. Excellent work by Noah. He could not be happier, I'm sure. Then we also had Charlie Yount this week in our youth division. And Charlie gave us 3 lifts this week. Starting off with the snatch at 56 pounds. Looking really good there. Good technique. And then he moved on to the bench at 90 pounds. And made light work of that. Man, he's going to be at that 100 pounds before you know it. And then onto the deadlift at 185. And gets it. Great job by Charlie. Had a really good week, as we can see. And for anybody who's a WWE fan, there's a little tribute to Finn Balor. Gotta love it. All right, we're coming up on the scorecard now, though. There's a lot to unpack here, so we're going to go over this real quick. You're going to see a lot more stats and a lot more color on the screen. So what you're seeing here is this year in 8-lift, we are going to be awarding the lift of the year in each individual lift, as well as each discipline, that being weightlifting, powerlifting, and strongman. So what you're seeing there, everybody who's in gold, has a gold mark over their statistic is in first place. We are only awarding for first place, but I've added silver for second and third for bronze. That way we can kind of see what's going on the card. You can see who's coming up on the other guy or whatever, so that now we have a clearer picture of the breakdown of how the awards are going to be this year. Again, we're on these disciplines and these lists, we're only awarding first place, but the colors are there just as kind of a guide. So you can see chronologically who is where and who's progressing and who's challenging for the top spots. Okay, moving on to our women's division. We only had 1 lift this week from Amy Randall. This is her second year and 8 lifts. Improving every day. Even to the point it hits a milestone here. 100-pound bench PR. And there it is. Hit that century mark. Fantastic job. Way to go, Amy. Gotta love it. Moving on to the women's scorecard now. Amy's still holding that lead in a lot of the different categories. Again, we have a lot of season to go. You're going to see a lot of switching up there going on. All right, we're moving on to the men's division. We had a lot of lifters in the men's division this week, so this is going to be a bit of a longie, but hang in there with me. All right, so here's Shannon Stock coming in. He put up an 18-inch deadlift. And he went ahead and pulled at 635. And there it is. Done and done. He's happy with that. All right, moving on to John Thomas now. We haven't seen him yet this year. But last year he took 8th overall in the World Championships. Very impressive. Came in kind of last minute and feeling under the weather, and he still performed really well. So John's got a 155 log to start. Easy work of that clean and convincing press. Wow, great job there. Unbelievable. And then John moved on to a 385 18-inch deadlift on the axle bar too and just wrecks it. Tremendous job. Look forward to seeing a lot more from him this season. Ethan Turner was back. He's our 2024 world champion. Looking forward to seeing what he can do this year, coming back from a bit of an injury. So here he is at 135 for the snatch. And here we go. And he gets that. Nicely done. Then he came in with a clean and jerk at 155. It's explosive jerk power. Unbelievable. Going for a PR here on the log at 180. Gets that as well. And then he went into a 405 on the 18-inch deadlift and just made that look insanely easy. Great work by Ethan. Really finding his groove again. Good to see it. Looking forward to so much more. James Young Jr. is back. Again, our second place overall from last year's World Championships. Absolutely amazing lifter. And here comes in at 135 on the snatch as well. Rocking a luchador mask. I love it. Gets that no problem at all. Then comes in at 150 on the clean and jerk. Again, no problem. Man, this guy's strong. And then moving on to squat, we got 265 on the bar. And just, man, made that look easy. Man, I think he had 315 in him. Holy cow. Excellent work. Moving on now. Frank Zabreski. Debut season here at 8Lift. We've seen a lot of him this season. He's been doing a really great job of posting lifts and improving. So he's starting out here with a squat at 275 PR. And nails it. Great job by Frank. Awesome work. Boom, you got it, brother. All right, then he moved on to the bench press at 220. And fought it and got it. Earned that one. Great job. Boom, he is excited. All right, Frank. And then coming up, our reigning defending world champion, Jamie Yount, had a couple lifts for us this week. He is the one to watch. Starting off here at 165 for the snatch. Light work. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Love it when lifters are having fun. And then Jamie moved on to a 255 log press. And just disrespected it. Fantastic job. Great work. All right, we're moving on to the scorecard now. This one's good. It's a busy scorecard, so just bear with me here. Jamie Yount remains in the lead, of course, followed by Shannon Stock. And then we have Frank Zabreski. Ethan Turner has now jumped into fourth, passing Walter Strickland Jr. James Yount Jr. in sixth, and John Thomas in seventh. John, really great work on those strongman lifts. He actually took Shannon's second spot in that 18-inch dead and put himself into third place overall on that. As you can see, Jamie's really rocking those lifts, and everybody's got some catching up to do. But hey, season's still young. A lot more lifts to go. We got some more lifters probably coming in the next couple weeks, so it's going to be a really exciting couple of weeks coming up. All right, everybody, make sure you stay tuned. Check us out every week. We release our video every Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. Enjoy it. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.